It grinds my gears. It pushes my buttons. It blows my horn how much people care about the meta in this game. And you might be asking yourself, hey Celti, why do you care if people want to play the meta? Well, sometimes the meta is boring and I don't want to play the meta. That's like my entire problem with it. So here's a video, this one, explaining why meta doesn't matter, okay? Alright, let's get into it. So boom, first reason why meta doesn't matter. People might not know the meta. Actually, let's talk about this first. People do not know the meta for this game. It's not triple support currently. No, that is not meta, because the meta is the best and most efficient way to win a game. So if you're running triple support, you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage because it has like a 43% win rate. Well, all right. The meta, the actual meta for this game is 2-2-2. As of right now, it's 2-2-2. And you wouldn't believe how many games I've had where someone's like, hey, let's get 3 healers, let's play the meta, even though we're already in the meta with a 2-2-2 setup. Like, what are we doing? You can actually look up all this information. It's called Rivals Meta. I know it's not really an official source, but it's pretty damn close. And it shows you 2-2-2 has a 52% win rate with a 55% pick rate, while triple support for both 1 tank or 2 tanks, 1 DPS or 2 DPS, it's under 50%. It's sub 50%. That's not meta, buddy. Hell, you have a better chance with 3 DPS than you do with 3 supports. So no, when you ask me to go Adam Warlock or Loki or Rocket to fulfill your fantasies, I'm not doing it. Why? Because I don't know any of those characters I named. And 2, it's not meta, and it's probably not the reason we're losing. But people also don't know the meta characters. Now, this might sound blasphemous, but I do not know how to play Storm. I do not know. I know the bare basics of her kit because I played her before, but I've been playing since alpha, so I do know how to play her, but I do not know how to use her effectively. And she has a 50% win rate, and she's banned like most of the time. So I can't play a character. I would be more useful on someone I know like Psylocke than Storm, unironically. Like, just because a character is meta doesn't make the player using that character good at that character. Now, that might not always be the case because I do know how to play Magic, but like, I don't want to play Magic. I really don't. Especially in those higher ranked lobbies, I really do not feel like, because it's just not happening, right? I'm not that good with her, but I know how to play her, right? I'm proficient with her. And if you do keep up with this game, like per like every season or half season, Magic is like, statistically, Magic is like one of the best characters in the game if you're going off like stats, right? She has like it's like above 55% win rate. Like, she's really good. If you're good at her, you can probably run an entire lobby. But yeah. So what's another reason meta doesn't matter? Oh, I know one. If you need meta to win at this game, you are bad at the game. That might be controversial. That might be blasphemous, but let me cook. It's the same thing that if you only know how to play a single character, you're not really good at the game. You might be decent, but like, you're not maxing out your your informational knowledge on the game. Like, I will never call a one-trick pony like a literal one. I don't care if you have like a separate account for one character, that's different. And like your main account, you actually play more people. But if you're a one-trick cloak and dagger, I will never call you good in quotations at this game. Like, whatever good means to you, you're not good, okay? Like, if you need a Magneto and Doctor Strange on your team, you're not good at the game. If you need that to be proficient, you're not good at the game. If you need Mantis and Luna, you're not good at the game. If you need a Storm in Magic, you're not good at the game. If you need those 6 characters on your team to be decent at the game, you are not good at the game. You're at most decent. As I just said, you're at most. Like, I'll give you that. You might have some game knowledge, but like, really? I can't play Adam Warlock because you need a Mantis to like stack her healing and damage boost on you? Really? Like, recently I've been wanting to play a lot of Scarlet Witch. I don't know why. After I get Luna to Lord, I'm gonna get Scarlet to Lord. But people do not like Scarlet, and I'll say this right now. Scarlet is one of the best defenses against dive characters because she doesn't have to aim. Like, literally, you just look in the general direction, she's doing damage. But when I go Scarlet with no Magneto on the team, which I don't do personally, I already know that's going to be an issue for at least one person on my team. It's not for me, because I don't think Scarlet's a bad choice at any point, really. She might not be as quote-unquote effective, but even then, like, unironically, if there is a Black Panther taking advantage of your team in the back line, go Scarlet. Scare him away with your mutant antics. And it's just not as fun if you play the meta every freaking game. It's really not. Like, unironically, if I'm playing the freaking best characters 24/7, how is that fun for me? Like, That's like this. That's like a Smurf conversation. Like for me, I don't want to watch people who I know are better than the people they're playing destroy those people that they're better than. That's just not. That's not why I'm watching you, bud. I'm watching to learn from you, to learn how to play against better players, right? That's why Smurfing is such a crazy thing to me, because like your ego's that like small. You need to. Anyways, it's just boring. Like it's boring. It doesn't happen a lot, but like you notice that most of your games against the enemy team, it will be 2-2-2. Your team will have 2-2-2. But the seldom games when this quote unquote triple healer meta is not as effective, you'll go back to seeing these 2-2-2 comps. And I'm thinking now I might miss these triple support ultimate fights. I don't know. I like long slug out fights. You know, I'll miss going against a dive comp if everyone goes freaking meta picks. Like, I would miss that so much. Like, oh, guess what? They went meta. We gotta go meta to beat them, which is another thing. The meta is beatable. Yeah, I know. It might sound crazy, but you can beat the meta. You can win against 2-2-2, right? You can win against that. Now, it might be hard. Some games might be hard. Some games might be easy, but guess what? You still beat them. You're beating the meta in like 70% of your games. Promise you are. Because triple support is not the meta. And even then, triple support is just annoying. It's not hard to beat triple support. You just need a lot of burst damage. Like, get a decent hell on your team. Well, at least one of those supports are going to swap because they're just being useless, right? Or a Magneto, or an Iron Man, or one of the plethora of team wiping ults that kill through support ults. It's not that hard to beat triple support. That might be blasphemous, but guess what? I believe it, so I'm going to say it. So yeah, that's literally the video. What do we go over in this video? People might not know the meta. They don't know the meta characters. Me not knowing Storm. If you need the meta to win, you're bad. Not bad, but like you're not as good as you think you are. And it's just less fun to play with and against 24/7. It's really not. That's why for me, Overwatch got boring, because it's like, oh, it's always 2-2-2. Jeez. Oh, do I always have to fucking get headshot by Widowmaker? But that's a video for another time. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. It'll help me so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.